master the second part of Bring My Bonnie Back to Me on the bagpipe chanter. My name's Alec from Get Bagpipe Ready, and if you missed my first video, we go through the first part of the tune. This video is for the second part of the tune. The second part of the tune is ending on a D. From the D, we're going to drop right down to an A, and then up to a D throw. Now, we did break down D throws in that first video. If D throws are new to you, check out that video. We'll walk through it a little bit here, because that D throw is, we're coming down from the A, so it's all fingers down on the bottom hand. A grace note here, so we're pinky down, grace note with that D finger, up to C, up to D. So that's a D throw. And this could be a good place to pause the video and just work on those D throws for a little bit. They can seem really overwhelming at first, but they're used in a whole variety of tunes. Pardon me. They're used in a whole variety of tunes, and they're actually one of my favorite movements once you get the feeling of it. Okay, so we were here at the D, drop down. We've done our D throw. Now we're going to do, from the D, we're going to do a G grace note, down to B. Okay, so let's just play what we have so far. So we're starting on the D, that's where we end off on the first part. So we're starting into the second part here. D, low A, grace note, or sorry, D, low A, D throw, grace note to B, doubling on E. So from B, so what's going on there? Our bottom hand, the ring finger is going down. Our top hand, the ring finger is coming up. And while that bottom finger is coming down, we're going to actually do so really what we're doing is a G grace note, and then a G grace note to get to that movement. So that G finger should be the first finger to leave, and actually the last finger to come down. And these bottom two fingers should make that switch while that G finger's up. And again, this could be a good place to pause the video and just work on that. And then a doubling is we just add that little grace note here with that middle finger on the top hand. Now it's a doubling. That's the tough part. If you can do that, you can do this little one on the end. And that makes it a doubling. So that doubling can be another good place to practice. But let's just review what we have so far. Starting on the D. So that's what we got so far. D, low A, D throw, grace note to B, doubling on E. So now we're going to do a C triplet. So from the E, we're going to C with a grace note. So that's a G grace note. G grace note from E to C. That could be another good place to just pause the video and make sure that's getting a little bit cleaned up. Doesn't have to be perfect, but that can be a nice one to clean up. So we do a grace note to get to C, then we're going to do a triplet. So a triplet is G grace note, D grace note, E grace note. if grace notes are good for you or new for you, that could be a good one to work on too. So you're getting this tune is packed with all kinds of things, but bear with me. You'll get it in the end. So we're doing a grace note to get from E to C. Then we have our triplet, and then we're taking an extra G grace note on the end. Down to B, up to C, and then we have our D throw from the C this time. And that's actually the same ending as the first part. So if you've done the first part of the video, you'll be familiar with that ending. So let's just play the second ending, what we have so far. Okay, so we're on the D, low A, D throw, grace note to B, and then we got our E doubling, grace note to C, our triplet, with our extra grace note, down to B, up to C again, D throw. So let's just play that all together. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I went through the second part of the second part, which is the same ending as the end of the first part. But as you saw when I played through that, we got one extra little section to play at the first ending of this second part. So we're gonna have to walk through that, and then you got this tune. So we're nearly there. So from that D throw, we're going up to the E, and then an F doubling. So from the E to the F is a grace note, and to make it a doubling, we just do that extra note on the end. So that's it in slow motion. So if you're new to doublings, again, that's a F doubling. That could be a good place to just kind of pause and work on that F doubling. So we'll just kind of wrap our heads around what we got so far. That's that F doubling, and then we repeat. Low A, D throw, grace note to B, E doubling, grace note to C, triplet with extra grace note, down to B, up to C, D throw, and we're done. I'll play it. All right. Sorry about the mess up at the end there, but just goes to show you can never practice too much. And it should be fun to practice. If you're having fun with this tune, let me know in the comments below. If there's another tune you'd really like to learn on the Chanter, again, just drop me a comment. I'd love to help you out and keep you consistent on finding those fingering holes and polishing up your doublings and all that good stuff that you need to do to get bagpipe ready. Thanks, and see you next time.